is Crystal Black. I am a middle school teacher. I teach new arrivals to America how to speak English. Previously, I taught 8th grade reading. This is my 13th year teaching. Today, I'm just coming to talk to you about the Black Lives Matter movement and police brutality. And just telling you my point of view, or from an educator's perspective. First and foremost, I definitely believe that the Black Lives Matter movement is very important. It's something that we need in the current climate of today's America. I feel that police brutality is real. Definitely not saying that all cops are bad or that all cops participate in police brutality, but it only takes a couple of rotten eggs to sort of feel like the whole bunch is spoiled. Not saying that that is right, not saying that that is a viewpoint that everyone will share with me, but I definitely feel like it is a viewpoint that a lot of our students have and a lot of our students' families have. My history of predominantly teaching in lower economic school districts, I teach a lot of minority children. And in teaching them, I know that a lot of them wary about their interactions with the police based on what they see on TV, based on what their family members have went through, based on what some of them have went through. In saying that, I feel like as educators, it is our duty to have a classroom that fosters a secure atmosphere where they can express their concerns and they can do research and gain their own viewpoint on the Black Lives Matter movement, on police brutality. I feel like it's our jobs as educators to create critical thinkers. And in creating critical thinkers, they're going to develop their own viewpoints. When I present things to my children regarding current events, I feel like I have to come across as neutral because my personal viewpoints is not what I want them to have. I don't want them to decide, well, oh, I feel the way Miss Black feels. Therefore, I tell my babies, hey, you have to do your own research. I want you to read up on it. I don't want you to just look at CNN. I don't want you to just look at Fox News. I want you to do some in-depth research because you need to gain your own or develop your own viewpoint regarding these things. As an educator, every year I make sure that I have culturally relevant reading within my classroom that addresses some of these issues that our kids face and see in today's society. I believe regardless of your race or your cultural background, it is important for us as educators to have that room where our kids can gather that comfort and empathy from us. It's our job. Like, we have to open their eyes to what's going on. We have to let them develop their own viewpoints and how they feel about things. Going forth in the future, I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing. I'm going to have a classroom that is rich in every cultural background. I'm going to address current events that not only affect African Americans, but affect every race. And I feel like as educators, if we're truly going to create the future leaders of tomorrow, it's our job to have classrooms like that. Because, right now we're focusing on Black lives, but all lives do matter. But right now our focus is Black lives. And I want my babies to know that, yeah, it's okay to say that. It's okay to feel like I'm a little afraid of the police. And it's okay to be like, am I really going to be safe with them? But at the same time, I want them to know that all police officers aren't bad. And that there are so many there that are willing to help them and want the best for them. But in addressing those issues, we have to be completely honest about every side of it, every perspective. So as educators, I definitely feel like that's our jobs. As an African American educator, I feel like I have this great need or requirement to address these issues because I know as an African American, when I get pulled over by the police, I get nervous. And I don't have a criminal history, and I am educated. And I know I'm not doing anything illegal, but I still worry. So I know a lot of my babies, they worry. And so I want to address those concerns. I want them to see that they have someone there that's going to empathize. I want the kids that are in my class who have cops as parents to know that I know your parents' job is dangerous. And we want them to get home safe too. And we're not saying that they're all bad. So I feel like as educators, we need to foster an environment that is open for all ideas, all point of views, all perspectives, and we have to give them the chance to educate themselves. Give them that opportunity to research and to read and to write about these